Hey, my earth signs. So if you are of earth element, that being a Taurus, Virgo, of Capricorn, and I know it might be kind of hard to see. There we go. So if you are Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, regardless of your placement, sun, moon, or rising, this is your full moon and Sagittarius reading. So with that being said, let's jump right into your reading. As you saw prior to me bringing your reading, I did give you a quick overview as to what this full moon in Sagittarius is about. What is the focus? Overall, as this Moonology card has been pre-pulled because it represents the full moon in Sagittarius, but the message behind it is look at the bigger picture. All right, that is the overall message behind this full moon in Sag, looking at the bigger picture. But in just bringing a recap to the message of the overview about this moon, it really is about a time to face our fears of the unknown. And by doing that, we can take a leap of faith, and taking that leap of faith in some sort of way is going to help us grow. All right. But again, the emphasis here for all signs behind this full moon energy is releasing our fears at this time. Because remember, full moons, is the energy of releasing. And so for different signs and for the different elements, each element is so far releasing different things. But for you earth signs, from what I can see from the card in the spread here, it comes to matters of love. When it comes to looking at your heart, because I feel that for some of you, your heart has been closed. It's been like blocking off the opportunity to be in love again. So from what I can see right quick is when it comes to relationships and when it comes to love, I see that for some of you, you might have been hurt. And so generally when we are hurt in relationships, generally we do tend to block ourselves off, right? And by doing that, it's like we can sometimes block ourselves from meeting someone that truly will be for us, somebody that will be compatible. But again, if we don't let go that fear, how will we know what is on the other side when it comes to meeting someone that truly would be for us, that we can fall in love all over again? So let's get into the cards. So the overall energy that have come out behind us earth signs, myself included, as I am a Taurus, the energy that came out for us is the Ace of Water, or the Ace of Cups, or as they say, the Ace of Love. So love is definitely the focus when it comes to us earth signs. Now, how does that connect with us seeing the bigger picture? Well, again, for some of us, it's a sense of us needing to face our fear of commitment again. So for some, yes, I feel that we have been in a commitment for quite some time, and there has been a separation or a divorce if you was married. For others of you, maybe if you weren't married, but just in a long-term relationship, that something has recently happened where perhaps your heart has been broken, right? Because I look at the bottom of this deck, not getting ahead of myself, I see the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is a broken heart, disappointment, right? And so I feel that overall for us earth signs, that it might be where some of you have been really heartbroken. And when your heart is broken, it's like you cut off, you block yourself from wanting to step out of that, that feeling of not wanting to be hurt again. And it makes sense, right? I'm not saying that it's crazy to feel that way. I think it happens to all of us, right? But at the same time, we don't want to block up us feeling that we can't be loved again, because I always feel that there is someone for everyone. There is someone for each and every one of us. Let's get into the card. So clarifying and bringing more clarity about this Ace of Water, we got the Major of the Hierophant, which is about commitment, partnerships, and relationships. And we got it along with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is releasing, moving on from a fear of commitment, because the Hierophant is that of commitment. It's that of partnerships. It's that of relationships that we are committed to. So again, like I said, for some of you, now particularly, it may apply specifically for my Tauruses, because the Hierophant is connected to Tauruses. And by the way, just right quick, I generally forget to say this in the beginning. Now, this is a collective reading, full moon for the collective of us earth signs. So you only take what applies to you. This message may not apply to any of you, but for some, I feel it will. So again, going back to the Hierophant. So for some of you Tauruses out there, or if you have Taurus in your sun, moon, and rising, this message might be specifically for you. But with the Six of Swords here, it shows that this, at this time of this energy of this full moon, that commitment fears should be something that we should release, because full moons do release things that we need to. It also illuminates what might be the thing that we are fearing at this time. And so clearly it's showing for some of us that it might be commitment. When it comes to matters of the heart, when it comes to love, we are blocking off our heart chakra to open up and to allow ourselves to be loved. Okay. Now to clarify, but also before we go on the top of the deck, that this Ace of Cups came out. On the top, we have the Ace of Fire. The Ace of Fire is like the Ace of Wands. It shows that there is a sense that we need to utilize this energy of this full moon to embrace, to change our heart space, to change the way. Remember, looking at the bigger picture, which is the theme behind this full moon, that we need to change the way we feel about love, change the way we feel about meeting someone. So there's a sense that we need to, get back into the dating game, or at least be open to it, right? We don't want, we don't want to chase love, but we should at least surrender and be open to finding love because it's there, all right? So that is what I wanted to point out. Now to clarify the Hierophant to the Six of Swords, what came out is the major arcana of the Wheel. The Wheel is not only success and good luck, but it's also giving us a second chance. So again, if you've been hurt in love, in matters of the heart, this is like a Jupiterian type of energy surrounding, that's connecting with this Sagittarius full moon and bringing an opportunity to love again. And this time, it should go well. This time, at the same time, it's showing it will be successful. So again, how would you know if you don't step out of your comfort zone? How would you know if you don't take that leap of faith to open up that heart chakra to allow that energy to come to you again? All right. So you don't have to be a Taurus here, but it's strongly indicating it could be a Taurus that might need to hear this message, but it's for us collectively, us earth signs, that there's someone that needs to know that there is always an opportunity. It's almost like saying the time. The wheel also comes around when the timing is right. So how ironic that during this full moon that it's coming around, showcasing and seeing clearly, illuminating that this is the time that we can kind of take that leap of faith to open up and to allow love to come back into our life again. All right. And on top of the deck, we also see the major of the Devil. The Devil doesn't always connect to toxicity, but it also can speak about the fear, right? Fear is what holds us back. So when it comes to matters of the heart, we have to let that go. We can't stay trapped. We can't stay bonded into allowing ourselves to think about, what if it doesn't happen? What if I fall in love again and things don't work out? Remember, facing the unknown, we don't always know the outcome. But at the same time, if we don't step into the unknown, how will we know that we are actually blocking ourselves from meeting someone very lovely, whether it's a masculine or a feminine, whichever way and whichever gender that this applies for you, you would know. But again, you have to step out of your comfort zone, right? So that is the overall message there in terms of the overall message with the cards. Now we're going to wind down as we pull out some oracle messages. Now the oracle message that I pulled from the soul's journey is representing the attitude that we need to embrace. And it's interesting that what came out for us, earth signs, is surrender. All right. And the message here is, I can release my need to control. So remember, once we kind of step out of our comfort zone and we go toward the unknown, we are in fact releasing control to know the outcome of something, right? And sometimes the universe don't want us to know the outcome. They just want to test our faith. right? To see if we are willing to kind of step out. And as I mentioned with the other element with Sagittarius, I did mention, and I'm going to share this with you, my earth signs, because you are my fellow earth counterparts here, so to speak, is that I'm actually in the process. You can say I have already decided to step out of my comfort zone. So by me stepping out of my comfort zone, I am actually taking a leap of faith to make some changes, a big change. And for a Taurus, for those Tauruses out there, you know, we are one of the strongest signs that do not like what? Change. It's very rare and very challenging for us to step out of our comfort zone because we don't know. But once we are accustomed to our routines and our environment, for us to change for something else, that's very rare. So the fact that this Taurus here is willing to have already, you can say, accepted, being obedient to the universe and my spirit team, that it's time for me to step out of my comfort zone and to go into an unknown territory that you can say I'm not quite familiar with. That is a very big thing. But at the same time, I know that by doing so, it's going to take me to something that is going to be better than the current situation at this time. All right. So that is a message for someone out there. Now, as we wind down and close out, I wanted to pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle to see what is the final message that our spirit guides wants us to know in terms of what will be the outcome behind us looking at the bigger picture. And we have to be fair. Now, when this came out, I automatically felt that to be fair was about being fair to ourselves, right? Don't be hard on ourselves. Don't be too critical. Don't be too judgmental when it comes to thinking about love again. Like, don't sell yourself short to think that love has happened, it failed, and it can't be redeemed again. It can be redeemed, okay? Now, as we close out, I'm going to read something here that is going to add more meaning behind to be fair as we wind out this reading for us earth signs. It says here, balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefits, the law of cause and effect. But at the same time, there's also the law of attraction, which is free will. So at any given time, we do have that will, right? That law to be open to love again. We attract love. That energy that we put out, once we allow ourselves, we got to allow, not chase, but once we open up and allow ourselves to be loved, guess what happens? We can draw in that frequency. It says life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. So for the experiences that may have been challenging for you pertaining to love, now when you open up and take that leap of faith, now you are going to experience something that's going to be nourishing for you at this time. Yet over time, it strikes a balance. You move from being from stasis to during, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment. Remember, moments ago, I said, don't be too critical. Don't be too judgmental upon yourself. And you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. So the universe have our backs. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now because the full moon also illuminates. It reveals things to us. So what that means is, my earth signs, is that who knows? There might be someone waiting in the wings for us. But if we're not open to see what awaits us, we would never get to see actually what is on the other side unless we take that leap of faith. All right, my earth signs. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, you know what to do. Send some fire to give me a like. But as well, if you want a more extended version of this full moon reading, I am open for private sessions. The information will be linked in the description box where you can book a personal reading with me. There as well, I can give you a more detailed reading centered around your situation and your energy. All right. So until the next moon phase reading, my earth signs, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful evening. And thank you for watching for now. Peace, love, and light. Bye. Hey, my earth.